Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. So, now that we have defeated the Elite Four again, and since there's no Team Plasma to interrupt us this time, we can actually face off against the champion of the Unova region. That of course being Alder. Alright, now we shall see how he battles as a champion. Yeah, even though he was out exploring off around the majority of the game. But anyways, now I am grateful for what you did about N. I don't know what he's thinking now, but I'm sure he realizes that that different people and Pokemon have their own paths to follow. Yeah, I bet he does now. Say now, how about a match with the strongest trainer in the Unova region? Well, I mean that is why we're here after all. So let's freaking do this finally. All right, the ultimate champion battle against Alder. And now he starts off with an Excelgor. Now his Excelgor has the ability Hydration, and he has the moves Focus Blast, Bug Buzz, Energy Ball, and Me First. So yeah, considering that Excelgor is pretty fast on his own, which means he's most likely going to be attacking first. And if you just happen to be faster than the Excelgor, yeah, Excelgor will want to be utilizing that Be First, just so he can at least get the attack off from you before you even get yourself a chance to be able to attack. So yeah, and considering that Excelgor's moves definitely got plenty of type coverage, yeah, meaning that this Excelgor can be pretty tough to defeat. Right out of the gate. But anyways, now as we're just about to defeat this Excelgor, now I may as well go over the champion music here. Now it's not exactly my favorite champion music in the franchise, but I still enjoy this music quite a bit. Yeah, I will say this one is also a pretty good one too. But anyways, now his second Pokemon is Druddigon. Now, his Druddigon has the ability Rough Skin, and he has the moves Outrage, Superpower, Night Slash, and a Payback. So this Druddigon doesn't exactly have the greatest type coverage, considering that he has not one but two Dark type moves. And speaking of which, I don't know why he even bothered going for a Night Slash on my Crocodile, considering my Crocodile is part Dark. Yeah, I don't know why he even bothered with that. Yeah, that's just so incredibly odd. But anyways, now for his third Pokemon, Bouffalant, aka the Pokemon that we usually see from Alder. When we saw him in the anime, and we actually got him poisoned too. Nice. Alright, but anyways, everyone, now Bouffalant here has the ability Sap Sipper. And he has the moves Head Charge, Mega Horn, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. So, as per usual, when it comes to Bouffalant, yeah, he's definitely a very hard hitter, and if you're not strong enough to defeat it, then you're probably gonna get yourself KO'd by at least one of his really strong moves. Oh wait, am I gonna get? Yeah, we're gonna get another double knockout. Wow. My god, that's the second time during this whole Elite Four again to be able to get myself a freaking double knockout. Yeah, first it was that Scrafty, and now freaking a Bouffalant. Jeez. But anyways, now for his next Pokemon, Vanilluxe. Now he has the ability Ice Body, and he has the moves Blizzard, Flash Cannon, Light Screen, and he also has Acid Armor. So he essentially has the two moves that he can utilize to raise his defenses. So essentially, if you don't take it out rather quickly, then you're probably gonna be here a while, just trying to defeat it. And it is still definitely a good thing that I got my Ember Brick Brave, because as you saw, I can easily just get rid of that light screen. But anyways, now for his next Pokemon is Cavalier. Now he has the ability Swarm, and he has the moves X-Scissor, Iron Head, Aerial Ace, and Giga Impact. But if you simply just utilize the Fire type, that Cavalier can easily be defeated. As for his final Pokemon, and it is indeed his strongest one, Volcarona. Yeah, now his Volcarona has the ability Flame Body, and he has the moves Overheat, Bug Buzz, Hyper Beam, and Quiver Dance. Now, this Volcarona was essentially the main reason why I wanted my Ember to learn Head Smash, because of this freaking Quiver Dance. Yeah, because of this goddamn Volcarona. So that I did not want to have to bother with that freaking Quiver Dance shit from it. So yeah, out you go like a light, you freaking bastard. There we go. And with that, Alder defeated. Now, as you could tell, yeah, the majority of his team were definitely weak to my Ember. Yeah. Yeah, the majority of his team was either weak to fire or weak to fighting type moves. So, Alder doesn't exactly have the greatest type coverage when it comes to his team. Yeah, the majority of his team were bug types. well, actually, around half of his team were bugs. But anyways, here we are in the Universe Hall of Fame. It existed to commemorate the trainers and Pokemon who have demonstrated their stellar strength and kindness of heart. Yep, it surely is indeedy. Whoa now, ditto. Well now indeedy. With your skill and persistence, you have earned your place in this Hall of Fame. Your name, the account of your journey, and the history of your battles will all be recorded here. Yes, indeedy it shall. I hope all of this becomes a support to you and helps see you grow stronger. I bet it will. Now, trainer, you and the Pokemon who fought by your side will be recorded in this machine. Just like every other just like every other Hall of Fame. But anyways, now I'm gonna say this. Yeah, when we get now, the Hall of Fame for Gen 5 is actually my favorite Hall of Fame. Yeah, considering now when we get to the reveal of the Pokemon that we actually brought in with us, yeah, they actually get a little bit of a background. Now, the background for them actually is determined by their types. Although, considering that some Pokemon may be dual typed, so unfortunately we only see only one type for them. But that is actually one of the few times in this whole franchise that the Hall of Fame actually does that. Yeah, and I wish the series actually did more of that. But anyways, now as you can see, now if we decide to wait just a bit longer, yeah, now the Pokemon will simply just go from one side to another, standing who they will stand right next to you. So yeah, my teammates definitely deserve to be praised. Yeah, considering how much time that they have been with us. Yeah, even a legendary. Despite only joining us around the end of the main around the end of the main game. But anyways, yeah, good job, everybody. You deserve to be, yeah, you deserve to be rewarded. But anyways, as per usual, when you're done with the Hall of Fame, yeah, the game will always, well, yeah, just as per usual, the game will autosave, and then once again we go to the credits. Now, unlike the last credits, unlike when we went for the credits last time, yeah, we saw footage of the legendary and also end riding on it. This time, however, we don't get that. Yeah, so this is essentially all you're getting when it comes to the credits. But anyways, that is essentially the majority of the post game for a Pokemon Black and White. So it wasn't exactly so there wasn't really as much content as you would think there would have been. But thankfully, when we get to the sequels, there definitely are a lot more content that you can do during that post game, and I mean a whole lot more. But when it comes to the prequels post game, I still when it comes to the prequels post game, I still enjoy it. I'm just still flabbergasted about the fact that about how much of a big level gap that you essentially had to go through in order for you to as soon as you start the friggin' post game, where trainers Pokemon are at level like 60, where you're just about lower than 50. So yeah, you definitely have to work your butt off just so that you could be able to catch up to them. But when you actually do, it will be worth it. Yeah, but anyways, now I guess I should say this right now before I close this video off. Now while I may have come for the champion fight now, but I'm still not done with the post game yet. Yeah, there are still a few more things that I want to show off of this game. Now, one of which includes the rest of the Rich's family, and another battle with a person that was already hinted at previously. But as with that said, we shall continue on with the next part. And so to then, I'll see you guys next time.